here we are. What up, YouTube?
What up, YouTube?
There you go. Alrighty, so for today what we're going to do is quickly check this spot out, see if we can't score something cool, and then the plan is to drive a little further north and check out a brand new spot a good friend of mine told me about. So anyways, let's see how it goes. So I just climbed up the little screed here real quick to check. Clearly there's a fresh rock fall here, and that's usually a good sign. And as I come to the top, we got this guy right here. It's a nice little bivalve. I'll get a little close-up with the cell phone. Here's another one. Up a different piece of the hill now, and again, got something. It's a nice piece of fossilized wood. Get another close-up. Pretty cool. Somebody lost their hammer, it looks like. And they also wrote an X on this. Got excited there for a second. Thought that was an ammonite, but it's just some calcite crystals. I guess I got a new hammer. I'll probably just leave it by the mouth of the trail because I already got a hammer and it's bigger than this one. So we've already found some good stuff here, and we've only been here maybe 10 minutes or something. This is a great spot. You come here, you'll definitely find something. You just got to keep your eyes peeled. I'm really excited about the next spot that we'll be going to, because I've never been there, and that's usually a good adventure. So it doesn't want to break very well. Oh well. So here's a pretty neat one I just found there. This is actually a cross section of a vertebrae, probably like a fish vertebrae or something. There we go. That's pretty neat. So this is kind of cool. This is a big old clam. See, this is the host rock here, and that's the clam there. Sometimes this stuff will just pop right off. That's a pretty cool piece. I'll get a close-up of that one. And there's another piece of it there. There you go. Just like that. I think I'm gonna keep that one. That's pretty cool. It really doesn't end. Holy smokes. Just walked away from picking this up. We got this guy. This is the carapace of a crab. Just one moment. Check that out. Pretty neat. Obviously just the carapace, not much can fit in there. Still super cool. There's a big old streak of fossilized wood. Looks like it's got some iron in it. It's pretty neat. Oh boy. I see a gooder. Okay. Oh yeah. Look at that, lovely. There's algae all over it. So it's been here for a while. It's fallen out. Holy smokes. The inner whorl might still be intact on this. Oh yeah, baby. I gotta get some close-ups of this one. Look at that beauty. Pachydiscus. There may be, I think that there's going to be some more in there after prep. Man, that's gorgeous. I found it just on the other side of this tree right here. And it's been in there for a while because there's algae all over it. You can only imagine how many people probably just walk right past that a million times. And then it also makes you wonder what's in this rubble. Because when this stuff falls from the cliff, it's got quite a bit of inertia and it rolls, right? And you've seen me, I'm looking through the screed right at the bottom of the cliff. And you do find good stuff there, but people often forget that, like, see all that's rubble there? Oh, this is rubble. All from, like, you know, the same fall. So that's very lucky. I'm very happy about that. Very, very. Okie dokie, artichoke. I'd love to keep hunting here because we've had such good luck. We've only been here like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I did a quick walk, checked through here, walked over there to about, I don't know, that area, and then walked back because there's some people fishing around the corner and I didn't want to bother them. And we found a crab carapace, we found some bivalves, we found a fish vertebrae, big old clam, and an ammonite. So we're on the up and up so far. After finding this, I keep staring down into the like, what's that guy real quick? Let's just take a little look here. It is nothing. It's usually nothing. Most of the time it's nothing. But I'm feeling lucky. Anyways, so what I want to do is get the heck out of here. As much as I'd love to continue hunting here, I've only got so much daylight. And I've recently been informed of a new spot, and I like new spots. Even if it's not crazy amount of fossils, I just want to explore and see new things. So that's what we're gonna do. Alrighty. So we are somewhere. Some kind of old warehouse or something. Oh, neat. Well, that's pretty cool. Funny what you run into just simply going on an adventure. Alrighty, back to rock stuff. So, earlier today, I'm north of Courtenay, British Columbia, and I came up here because the Paleontological Symposium, the Vancouver Island one, is happening pretty quick, and a friend of mine asked if I could asked if I wanted to bring up my big ammonites. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, the full video is on my channel. Found like 55-pound monster. And obviously, you know, those don't turn up every day. So bring it up to have him display it, because I may not be able to participate in it because I got to work. But anyways, I got chatting to him, and I told him I wanted to check out this specific river somehow, but I didn't know where to look. And I told him that I was going to go to the place we were at before just now, and he gave me directions to where I am now, and told me to come check it out. So that's what we're doing. I love new spots; they excite me. So anyways, let's see what we can find. First sign of fossils so far. Little bivalve, concretion. That scared the crap out of me the first time that thing happened. Holy moly. I don't know if I like that. But I do like fossils, so we're here. Cool. Didn't find much by the bridge, so now I've gone down river a ways, and I'm seeing some more shale now. So hopefully we'll have better luck here. You can tell that this spot doesn't see much erosion, just by given the fact of all this moss and needles and stuff. This would have been covered up if there was decent erosion, and in the water too you can see a lot of moss all the way out to there, which means that this water is pretty slow moving. Generally, it probably only really picks up in the thick of the winter. So, but anyways, that doesn't mean that there's not fossils. It just means that they get uncovered a lot slower than other places. So you just got to keep your eyes out, really. I might give this guy a few whacks. I can see that there were some concretions there, and I saw somebody broke some concretions back there too. So anyways, we'll see what happens. It's really cool that you can see all the different layers going up, and you can see the transition between shale, sort of bedrock, and then the overburden on top. It's really neat to see such a clean sort of cross section like that. You can see that there's a layer of clay, shale. The clay starts to get more sandy going up, and then turns into dirt. Really neat, really neat. So I walked a ways downriver, all the way to some other bridge. Didn't really find much, so I'm gonna come back up here. There's a trail running along the river because there are some deeper spots. So I've been scooping in and out of this trail. I'm gonna go back to a spot that I saw that was a bit more promising and give it another look. But it's getting pretty late in the day, and I've got a long drive home. So, anyways, we'll see how this goes though. Giving this spot another look, and pop this rock open, and there is some looks like some fossilized wood. Lots and lots of that. There's lots and lots of trees and stuff floating around in the ocean. Back then, we'll keep looking along this section here. So yeah, as far as the actual exposures go, I'm not having much luck. I'm thinking that the best way to approach an exposure like this would be to actually walk through the middle of the river and wade through and look through all of this rubble. Because clearly there is some form of erosion, but if you compare this spot to the spot I was at earlier, that other spot, very high erosion, high water pressure, a tight bend, so it just year by year, day by day excavates that wall, and you've got huge amounts of exposure. And you also have a huge amount of fossils. Look at what I found when I went there. 25 minutes I think I was there, and I found all kinds of awesome things. Beautiful ammonite, like a beautiful, beautiful crab carapace, which I'm super excited about. But yeah, high erosion, high exposure, like high amount of fossils. Not necessarily true across the Scape, but rule of thumb. This sort of area where the river's pretty slow and it's just sort of slowly cutting through the rock, there is stuff here, but it's a bit more slim pickings is all. And I'm seeing some of the fossils that have come out of this place, and I know that there are good fossils that come out of this place, but I'm just not finding any. Not today. You can't always expect to go out first try, find some amazing stuff. Eventually you do. Watch this. Yeah. Alrighty. There we have the vertebrae. So that hourglass shaped. There's cross section of it. Look at that ammonite. So if we follow it up like this, we can see it's relatively complete. Like I could prep this side out, I could prep that a little bit out. But if we look right there, it's squished in, crushed in. There, we can see it's inflated, deflated. Still really, really, really cool. This is my favorite from today. Look at that crab carapace. You can see right up there, little spikes. This is where the eyes would be up here. And after bringing it home, getting a closer look. On the other side, we've got a little leg. And a little leg poking out. There's a little bit of the claw. So that's a really, really neat little piece of history right there. Of course, we got this nice little clam. And then we got this monster. Fits together. Need to find my glue. I think I forgot it at my mom's house when I was visiting her and showing her some fossils. But still, that's pretty neat. Ooh, lots of hiking today. I'm pretty happy with this crazy abandoned warehouse thing with a skate park inside of it. Look at that. Hell yeah. So I think that's enough adventure for today. I've got probably like an hour and 20-minute drive home because I drove a ways north to drop off some fossils, and then I continued to drive north to go looking for more fossils. So yeah, neither here nor there. Really happy with some of the finds. That has to be the nicest crab fossil that I have ever found, so I'm pretty stoked about that. As well as the fact that on the same excursion within, a couple of minutes, I find that beautiful Pachydiscus ammonite. Holy smokes. At least I think it's Pachydiscus. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. The first spot I went to, I'm definitely going back there soon. We'll see when I'll be able to do that this coming weekend. I'm probably going to be pretty busy, but we'll see. anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.